Hey guys, what's going on? It's Psycho Gaming, and with the latest prize map being filled to the brim with Peashooter cosmetics, as well as the May patch bringing us a whole bunch of Peashooter buffs, I have decided to go along and create a class guide for some epic Peashooter classes. So specifically, we are going to go over 3 incredible Peashooter classes today. Now, these classes will either focus in on the specific upgrades that were buffed in the patch, or maybe just go over some unique playstyles with Peashooter in case, if the game's getting a little stale for you, maybe you can hop in and try one of these classes out and get a little bit of a refresher. But anyways, guys, that's what we're going to go over today. This is my first ever class guide, so if you guys do like it, make sure to drop a like on this video and comment what character you would like to see next. But without further ado, guys, sit back, relax. You're watching Psycho Gaming. Alright guys, so hopping into the first class setup is something I like to call the Great Gatsby. So if you couldn't tell by the title already, this class is going to revolve around the P Gatling special ability. So as far as upgrades go, we are going to be running Critical Blow and Reload Gatling as our 2 main upgrades. This leaves us with 2 slots to throw anything else on we want. I choose to run Combo because I like to refresh my special abilities faster if I happen to get a multi-kill, which is quite possible with the Gatling. And then I'll toss on Low Life 2 in case people are really mowing us down while we're in the Gatling form. If we can pick them off at the last second, then we'll get some health back. Alright guys, so we're going to hop into some gameplay here. Now, because this is my first class guide ever, basically how this is going to work is I took this class, I hopped into a game of Team Vanquish, and I'll just let the gameplay kind of roll in the background while I explain why I like the class so much. So, the basic idea behind this class setup plays off the synergy between Critical Blow and Reload Gatling. With Reload Gatling, we will gain back ammo for our P Gatling while we're doing critical damage with it. This means that whenever we're in the Gatling mode, we're going to really try our hardest to deal that critical damage. And the more critical damage we deal, the more likely we are to get critical vanquishes, which is when Critical Blow kicks in and refreshes our other special abilities faster. So we fall into this cycle where essentially we're using the Chili Bean Bomb, which has been buffed recently, and we're using the Peashooter, and then as soon as those things need to refresh, we're going to hop into the Gatling and mow down some enemies, get some critical vanquishes to refresh the other abilities quick. Not to mention that, assuming you're landing those critical hits, the P Gatling lasts extremely long. And I think this is the thing that I like the most about this class setup. You see, in a game where the meta is jumpy, floaty characters constantly on the move because standing in one place for too long will get you killed, the P Gatling doesn't quite fit the playstyle. And I think this rings true because the P Gatling is extremely powerful and can absolutely melt zombies in a flash, yet when I play PvP, I don't see it being used too often. This class setup is great because it changes your perspective on how to play Peashooter. While previously you may hype up with Peashooter and rush into a crowd of zombies, guns a-blazing, this class forces you to play more tactically, be aware of your surroundings, and position yourself for the perfect string of vanquishes. And then when an enemy does get close to you, your Chili Bean Bomb and Peashooter are already refreshed for you to deal with them. And while you may be playing a little less aggressive, that's not to say that you can't get a boatload of vanquishes, because on my very first game on, I dropped a casual 20 bomb in Team Vanquish, getting most of those kills with the P Gatling. So, moral of the story, go ahead, try this class out for yourself. It's refreshing, it's a new eye on Peashooter, and it is quite a lot of fun. Alright guys, so the second class we're going to go over, I like to call the Killer Kevin.
I'm serious about this stuff.
And that is because this class is all about the Chili Bean Bomb. Now we're actually only running 2 upgrades on this class. We are running Feed the Beast, which allows you to refresh all of your special abilities faster by getting a vanquish during Peashooter. And then we are also going to be running Bean Party, which will refresh your Chili Bean Bomb faster, assuming you get a vanquish with it. These 2 things combined should all give us an insane amount of Chili Bean Bombs. It should just be Chili Bean Bomb spam, assuming we're getting those vanquishes. And that's what this class is all about. So hopping into some gameplay here, you're going to see that this class setup favors extremely aggressive play in a stark contrast to the great Gatsby. The Killer Kevin is all about getting up close and personal with your enemies, launching them to the moon with your delicious chili bean bomb. The general strategy is to find a clump of enemies, activate pea soup, and jump into the middle of them. Then shoot your chili bean bomb out and jump around shooting them. Hopefully your crazy jumping should distract the enemies from noticing the chili bean bomb, which will promptly explode, giving you the full ability refresh with Feed the Beast, and additional refresh on the chili bean bomb, allowing you to get another bean out onto the field right away, assuming there are still enemies nearby. And not to mention that if you are in a game with a lot of AI players, because we all know that sometimes you can just get into lobbies that are full of AI enemies, those AIs are so dumb, and a lot of the times they won't even run away from your chili bean bomb, giving you tons of easy free kills. Overall, it's a fun class that allows you to play wild and highly explosive, and once again, on my very first game on, we did quite alright. Alright guys, moving on to our third and final class setup is something I like to call the OP class. So this class is actually going to focus on Peashooter's primary and not on the special abilities at all. The two upgrades we're going to really home in on are the homing P upgrade, which was actually recently buffed to allow the P to turn more in the air at a greater angle, and the last ditch upgrade, which increases the damage of your final P, and this one was also recently buffed to give you over a 2.5 damage multiplier on the last P in your clip, making it actually viable. We're also going to just chuck on Low Life and Pro Spitter because we have 2 extra slots. So this is the perfect all-around class for Peashooter. While our last 2 classes focused more on ability spam, this one allows you to make the most out of Peashooter's primary weapon, considering it is the attack you tend to use the most. The buffed homing P snaps onto enemies a tad easier than before, allowing you to land shots more consistently, and while you're in a heated fight with an enemy running low on ammo, the last ditch P can come out of nowhere and decimate your opponent. Now, just because our upgrades lean towards the primary doesn't mean that we can't use our special abilities. In fact, I would encourage use of specials because Peashooter has incredible abilities that shine without any upgrade modifications. This is by far the most balanced class setup out of the 3 and allows you to play both aggressively and from a distance with success. It's well-rounded and enjoyable to play, and once again, on my very first game using this class, I dropped a nice 25 bomb. Anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you guys found these class setups useful or exciting, or maybe you'll try some of them out for yourself. If you do, make sure to tell me how you enjoy them, and also make sure to like and subscribe for more epic content. As always, I will see you next time, and game on, gamers.